I wouldn't, and I did. I became that rock star, toured. I had girls chasing me down the block. Spooky, but I had it happen to me. I had people coming up for my autograph. I've had my songs played on the radio. I'm on the radio now. There's a reason for that. Like I said last week, Jay knows. I'm a real person. I speak with heart. I speak with passion. I speak with honesty. I'm a man of integrity. Do I have a potty mouth? Fuck yeah. But just because I got a potty mouth doesn't mean I don't have integrity. I.e., just because Trump had some locker room banter doesn't mean he's not a man of integrity. It's what you do. It's not what you say. But if what you say is not what you do, please, the truth is in the actions. So it brings me today, in my new plight that I have to deal with. And this is personal. But a lot of people, they deal with this. I got people I reconnected from back in the day of my rockstar days. Christine, I'm talking about you, who was dealing with an abuser, or did deal with an abuser. And I don't know, maybe what I'm going to change the side here. Maybe what I told her got through. She got beat. She got beat real bad. She was really black and blue, you know, and she kept on going back to this guy and going back to this guy. And again, maybe I'm not going to take credit, but maybe what I said, because I've been there, maybe not by a spouse, which I'm going to get to, but in the past, from inherit family members, which, by the way, I don't talk to any of my blood family either. There may be a few second cousins I talk to once in a while, but overall I don't talk to anybody blood related because they're all greedy little fucking shits with their self-agenda, like Hillary. So the topic I'm really getting to is spousal abuse. When I met my wife, I didn't know the real underlink that made her go. I was already a year and a half that I finally found out the truth. Being a nosy body, which I don't like to be. You know? My mind and what I do is my business, regardless if I'm married or not. I like to keep it that way with my spouse, but I couldn't understand why I was getting badgered constantly. It put me right back in stepmother mode, which I don't like, as you can understand why. What she was doing was hiding the vodka bottles, the whiskey bottles. She was a raving, freaking alcoholic. Another thing I used to have to deal with as a child, as my Uncle Russell would beat on my godmother, and I had seen him go into his violent rage, literally raising his hands to her, and I happened to stand there, and he saw me, and he stopped. So if you've got little kids, you tell your little kids, if you see anybody hitting mommy, you see anybody hitting daddy, you tell somebody. You tell somebody fast. I didn't, because I was scared shitless. And I sat with my godmother for hours and hours and hours, because there's no way I wanted to be alone. Because if he could do that to my godmother, who was like 8 times bigger than me, well, what could he do to me? But the power in numbers. Again, this is knowing the psychological edge of how to get what you need done. My wife, she's violent when she drinks. And I threatened to leave her already. And I had her boys, I call them my boys because I think they love me. I know I love them. They're great boys. One of them I think is a little off kilter, but the other two are spot on the money. And they've had to deal with the aftermath of their mother and father's endeavors, which wasn't a pretty picture. From what I understand, the father was a mind fuck and would control the hell out of her. And so now she has the power of alcohol and thinks she's strong, but really what she's just doing is showing her weakness by trying to threaten me and try a tactic that don't work. You know, fear tactics. That's what she tries to pull on me. But I threatened to leave once, and I actually had her in AA, and she seemed to be getting a little better, but the other root of her problem is she's a freaking pathological liar, like Hillary. You ask, why am I in this? I know. That's what I'm mulling over, but I give people the benefit of the doubt. But I helped her get her shit together, and for a little while she was controlling her scenario. I said, listen, I understand that drinking might not be something that you can just turn off because of your background and your heritage and your DNA, and I get all that, but I don't think that's an excuse that you can belittle someone else just because you were belittled. It doesn't make it right. I don't belittle anybody. Will I browbeat you because you're doing something stupid? Fuck yeah. Will I say things you don't want to hear? Maybe it might hurt your feelings? Fuck yeah. But I do it because I want you to be better. I do it because I think there's greatness in everyone. You gotta pull it out of them. And as they say, you can bring the horse to the water, but you can't make the horse drink concept is true. So, I'd say around March of last year, just before I hurt my arm, which was in April. It really stemmed in January. Let me back it up a notch. In January, she went got boots. She was so violent that she was forcing herself into my room, and I was holding my ground. And, you know, she tried to push and shove, and she made herself all black and blue, and then went next door and said that I hit her, and it's not the fucking truth. I've never hit another woman since the day of 17, when I had to defend myself as a 60-pound 17-year-old. Never ever have I hit a woman. But I did stand my ground. But in retrospect, if it came push to shove, police aren't going to look at it that way. The law not going to look at it that way, regardless if I'm the truth, because they will always side with the woman. So women, here's an example where you got to stop being the victim, okay? When you want the power of the United States and you want to play that card, but you don't get paid the same money and blah, 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 blah. When the laws change and the man can be viewed as the person who is the victim, then we'll talk. Just to give you an example. It's just one example. I don't want to hear that shit. Seriously. But most men, I can speak for myself, have respect for women. I hold the door for my wife, even though she treats me like a piece of garbage. Indirectly, she don't realize it. But I still hold the door. I let her walk through first. Okay? I am still a gentleman. I was brought up right. But I'm not going to badmouth my wife here either, but I am going to tell you what the real deal is. So the very next day, I had to throw an ultimatum. I said, my door will always stay locked from here on out because of the fact that you accused me of doing something I did not do. If if it ever arisen again that you even had a touch of black and blue, I'm the one going to jail. I've never been arrested, not even for a misdemeanor, not for anything, because I am a law-abiding person. I am truthful. I'm not out to hurt people, regardless of my potty mouth or my demeanor, my bravado, whatever. And I said, when you drink, as soon as you have one sip, I go in my room. Don't answer me. Don't talk to me. I can't, because you put yourself in the situation, and I don't have tolerance for your self-abuse. I try to help. You don't want help. You don't want to get the tools that are needed to manage your life. That's why I don't fuck you. It's why I don't hold your hand. It's why I don't have a conversation with you. It's why I don't go in the public places with you. Because you don't know how to act. You don't know how to think. You don't know how to do, because all you do is drink. You go to work every day without a drop. As soon as you walk in the door, go, 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 go. You fill up that fucking bottle with ice. You pull out your vodka bottle and you drink. I get the alcoholic. I don't get that hottie fatati that I once knew. I have this self-abusive, doesn't take care of herself, has smells coming out of her I don't even want to fucking know, because I have smells coming out of me I don't want to fucking know. And I don't feel like exchanging those body fluids, because I think it's fucking disgusting. Sorry. Has nothing to do with whether or not my dick gets hard. It does. Still. But when I see what you might be looking at in the mirror, and I see all that badness, I'll just say it that way. It's all bad. There's nothing nice coming out of your face. It's all sarcastic. Your threats, even whatever. So, and I told you an ultimatum: if you don't stop in July when the lease is up, I have to go. It has nothing to do with whether or not I love you. I know I love you. The person that I thought I knew. Not this alcoholic, not this person who wants to self-destruct, not this person who just doesn't care about anything except for your intake. So I kept track, sent an email every single day to myself, took a picture of the bottle and where it was. I don't do it as often now because I can't live my life, anal, retentive, micromanaging. I can't do that. I did it for a while just so I could prove a point, because here the laws in North Carolina are different, which is what she's trying to use against me. If you leave, I will sue. Well, I got enough proof that any judge will not allow that. They'll see that I can't live that way. So I keep myself safe. So she tried pulling, because the way she drinks and gets all violent, belligerent, she tried to pull, she had to walk in the fucking hurricane. Like, you never asked me to take you anywhere on the day of the hurricane. No. She fucking lies. She fucking lies. She fucking lies. She went up there on that day, it's because she fucking, and she did, she ducked out. I didn't even know she fucking left. I was, watching TV. Which I'll get to that anyway. But I was watching TV. Now, she may have asked me earlier if she could take me to, if I could take her to CVS. I said, are you drinking? Well, no, I'm not taking you anywhere if you don't drink. So it's not like she can't manage her life a little bit, because she goes to work and manages that. So if you know time after time after time after time after time that I'm telling you that I'm not taking you anywhere when you drink, because now that I carry, firearm on me, yeah, that would be real good. I get pulled over while you got your little sippy bottle full with fucking vodka, and the cop throws me in jail for a felony with, no, man, no. She don't think. She don't know. She tries pulling that shit, oh, no, it's just water. No, it's not, because I'll take a sip and it's fucking blazing alcohol. She's a liar, she's a liar, she's a liar. So then she's fucking thrown in, well, you got all these guns and safe.